Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile. Onye ọbụla anyị a na-azọpụta. Onye ọbụla naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Thank you so much for joining wherever you are joining from. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're joining me from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, any place you are joining from, if you're joining from Biafra land, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of you wherever you are connecting from. Please share the video to your platform. Any place you belong, share it so that they can join us. We know we are having so many attacks on the broadcast. Each time we come out to speak the truth and awaken our people, a lot of attack is coming from different angles, from different corners. But we cannot stop because of attack. We will continue to speak. Even if it is one person or two people that are listening, those two people will preach to other two people. And before you know it, thousands of people will get the message. That is why we will never stop. It doesn't matter how they try. Before we go into the last message of the year, before we walk into 2022, this is my last message for this year. Before we go into it, we have to start with our national anthem and a prayer from our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before we start.
Good evening and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwu Okike Abiyama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwu Okike Abiyama onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebe dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro, iwe nye anyị ndụ n'ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma ma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Ise. This is the last message of the year. And I would like us to take it very brief. It's not going to be long. So when you get the message, you can share it with the other platform with your family and friends. I know very much that there's always been a very strong attack on my page. They don't want the message to go out, but we will continue. It doesn't matter the kind of attack we are having. I want to remind every Biafran, wherever you are, every Biafran, wherever you are in the planet Earth, more especially our Biafran brothers who are in Biafra land. In as much as this is a season where some people have decided to continue on their merriment and enjoyment, some people are busy attending programs, attending all manner of activities. Do not forget that the war is on. No matter what you are doing in Biafra land as a Biafran, don't forget there is a war going on in Biafra land. As we are preparing to enter into 2022, that war will intensify. Just have it at the back of your mind as you are enjoying yourself, as you are attending program, going from one party to the other, jumping from pillar to pole. The Fulani herdsmen are still very much active and they are still working. For some of you who have decided to empower the Fulanis economically by buying their cows, as you are buying their cow and celebrating, Fulani is not celebrating with you. Fulanis are buying AK-47 to prepare themselves for 2022. Just put that at the back of your mind. As you have succeeded, you have refused to heed to the advice of people. You have refused to heed to the advice of Biafrans, not to indulge yourself in empowering Fulanis. So many of you have gotten busy, enjoying, celebrating. You think that the Fulanis have left? The Fulani Janjaweeds are not celebrating. They are preparing and they are coming with full force to the southern part of Nigeria. The message is not just only for Biafrans, but everybody that is living in the southern part of Nigeria. So many people in the southern part of Nigeria have been the people that are empowering the Fulani Janjaweed through the buying of their cow. You are giving them money to buy more ammunitions. And after this so-called celebration, this thing you call celebration, you will see them in action. I want you to always remember that, put that at the back of your head. You see, it is very funny, like that some of us in the southern part of Nigeria will behave like drunkards. You see people who like drinking, who are drunkards. They will tell you that they are drinking because when they drink, they forget about their problem. When you drink and forget about your problem, do you think that your problem will go away? The problem will not go away. When you drink, you think the problem have gone away. Immediately that drink clears from your eye. Now you will see the major problem. You will know. That is when you will feel the pain of the problem much, much than ever. That is how most of us behave in the South. When there is occasion, you are pretending that all is well, celebrating. You bought new clothes. You went ahead to even buy a cow to celebrate the Christmas. Meanwhile, there is a war going on in your area. The people you are buying the cow from are buying AK-47 to equip themselves against what is coming. The warning of 2022 have come long before now. Some of you are still waiting for revelation and what do I call it? Predictions. Some of you are still waiting for visions. Revelation of 2022 have been given that it is the last year that the Fulani Janjaweed will have to occupy and to take over Nigeria. It is last year that if it is possible with them, they will unleash war on other indigenous tribes in Nigeria. This is the truth and nothing but the truth. Some of you go on enjoying drinking. You don't think about it because you want to forget about the problem as if it doesn't exist. You're pretending that the problem doesn't exist will not make the problem go away. It will not go away. Go and continue to enjoy. Go and continue to drink yourself to stupor. Continue to celebrate from pillar to pole. Continue to buy their Fulani cow. Continue to empower them economically. Your problem will not go away. Your problem will not go away. Your problem will still remain there. It will still be there. It will still be there. You see some people, they will tell you that the reason why they are smoking is because when they smoke, their attention will come down. They will not be thinking of much again. That when they don't smoke, they think a lot. Their brain is working so much. But after you drop that smoke, once your brain work, that problem won't be there. The problem will be there. Using food or whatever to solve your problem can never solve your problem. Your problem will still be there. You are only deceiving yourself. When you get drunk, you keep on celebrating, pretending that the problem that you have is not there. It doesn't make the problem go away. The problem remains there. No matter how you try, no matter how you pretend, the problem remains there. The enemy that we have in the contraption called Nigeria are the Fulani Janjaweed. The Fulani Janjaweed are the problem we have in Nigeria, and they are not hiding it. They are not having. They have a very single agenda. They have said it. A governor in Bauchi State, a sitting governor in Bauchi State came out to tell you that they want to bring every Fulani from all parts of West Africa and settle them in the contraption called Nigeria. That is their mission. That is the mission the imposter called Muhammad Buhari have come to fulfill. Muhammad Buhari came to fulfill that mission. The mission of the Ottoman Danfodio, dipping the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. Fulanizing and Islamizing Nigeria, that has always been their mission. They are not hiding it. And this is a problem that is staring at your face. The problem is staring to Biafran, staring at the Oduduwa people, staring at the Middle Belt, staring at every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria. It doesn't matter how you pretend to call yourself a one Nigerianist. It doesn't matter how you pretend to say you are supporting one Nigeria. It doesn't matter how you pretend and say, do not talk about it. That is the obvious truth. That is the truth. The truth that you cannot change. It doesn't matter how you pretend. And for those of you who are still pretending and doubting, sometimes the reason why I play videos of issues to make you understand the situation of things. That is why I back up every of my word with video. And I'm going to play the video of the governor in Kaduna State, in Bauchi State governor, where he was talking about the issue of settling the Fulanis in the contraption called Nigeria. These are the reason why Nigeria can never ever know peace. It doesn't matter how you pretend. Nigeria will never ever know peace. This is why you have to prepare yourself for self-defense more than ever. This is why you have to begin to cry out for the only man that has stood before the Janjaweed. It is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they are afraid of. When you mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Janjaweed, the Shiva, Asorok Shiva, people look behind them. That is why you begin to cry and call for the release of that man. Unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am going to play this video. Listen to what this man is saying. This is a sitting governor of Bauchi State telling you that they are going to bring all Fulanis in West Africa and settle them in the country called Nigeria. And you are still there pretending that Nigeria is going to be better. You are still pretending instead of standing up for what is true. Instead of looking for a way to protect yourself and fight for your life and for the life of your unborn children. The Fulanis have a mission to take over. They are just like the devil that have come to steal, to destroy, and to occupy. Nothing else. Nothing else. Fulanis have only come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. It doesn't matter how you pretend. Some of you say it is not a hate speech. It is not a hate speech. What I am saying is not a hate speech. It is their mission. The mission that each and every one of them have embraced, and they are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that they accomplish it. They fight for it through terrorism. Every terrorist organization in Nigeria, they are the one superheading and guiding it. They are against every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. Wherever you hear about kidnapping and killing in the northern part of Nigeria, they are the one involved. Even in the southern part of Nigeria. It is not a lie. To wake you up, for those of you who are sleeping, I want you to watch this video closely from beginning to end. At the end of the video, we will come to talk more about what is going on and what you are trying to keep your eyes away from. Let's watch.
To cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanese from other countries
the issue
as well.
of misconception, I say there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani.
Did you hear what that man said? Did you hear what that man said? A Fulani man is not even a Nigerian. He admitted that a Fulani man is just a Fulani man. That is why most time in my broadcast I tell you that there is no single person that is patriotic to Nigeria. There is nobody that is called a Nigerian. Here, a sitting governor telling you that a Fulani man is just a Fulani man. They know themselves as a Fulani person. And a Fulani man, wherever you see them across West Africa, they are the same. They don't care about your one Nigeria. They don't care about your one Nigeria. He's telling you that a Fulani man is just a Fulani man any place you see them. And he's trying as much as possible to bring his brothers from all over Africa and settle them in the country of Nigeria. This is a sitting governor speaking. When we tell you that there is nothing like Nigeria is a company, nobody is a Nigerian. A Fulani man sitting governor is telling you that Fulani people are just Fulani people. They are just Fulanis. They are not just Nigerians. That is why you have them in Mauritania, you have them in Mali, you have them everywhere, and they want to settle themselves in Nigeria. And this governor is pushing for it. A sitting governor. I want you to listen carefully from beginning to end to show you the trouble that we are in, that it is not a joke. When we are broadcasting, when Biafrans are broadcasting, Oduduwas are shouting, Middle Belters are shouting that they want to get out. When we are calling for the breakup of this contraption so that the Fulanis can be able to settle themselves where they want to settle themselves, you think it's a joke. Hear and hear very well what a sitting governor is saying.
To cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries
the issue
as well.
of misconception, I say there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the world.
If I understand, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries, who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do. But it has to be done through sensitization, telling them you have to buy in the project, and you use the language, the culture itself to be able to convince them, away from the mistrust where the whole system of transhumance or pastoralism is criminalized. Criminalization of pastoralism is the problem that we have with this project, and it requires people with passion who understand them and who they believe in, people like us from that part of the country, to say yes, we have this. Because today there is no limit to the accusation that this and that has happened and it is the Fulani man who caused it. There is no tribe that is not that you don't have this criminality in, but certainly the way and manner we do it is really exacerbating the crisis and the problems.
Will there be any form of documentation of all the people that will be,
yes, we are
within that?
Oh yes, that is going to give Nigeria the opportunity to really have the best in terms of documentation in the demographics.
I hope you heard that man. You have, this is a sitting governor, Bauchi State governor, making a case telling you that the Fulanis are just Fulanis. They don't care about you as a Nigerian. On a national television, in a national television, tell you that Fulanis are just Fulanis. It doesn't matter what, they are just Fulanis. It doesn't matter where they are. And they are planning, trying their best to make sure that they settle every Fulani in the contraption called Nigeria. And you are there, hoping that you have a better Nigeria tomorrow. How are you going to have a better Nigeria where foreigners are coming to occupy? Have it ever occurred to you that it is only Fulanis that there are people who are not indigenous in the country of Nigeria? Only Fulanis. Fulanis has no land. They have no land in Nigeria. Fulani people have no land, no single land in Nigeria because they are foreigners. The people that own land are the indigenous people. Fulanis own no land. But yet, these same foreigners are people who are telling you that they want to bring their own brothers from abroad and settle them in your own area by force, by fire, by force. A sitting governor is saying this. And when you hear this kind of thing from a governor, what do you think is the plan of the ordinary ones in the street? You see him talking that it is the Fulanis outside that are making the problem. Yet, he is trying to import them, trying to bring them inside and accommodate them, settle them in Nigeria. And he's telling you that they can stay anywhere. Telling you that the Fulani man is a Bayelsan. How is a Fulani man a Bayelsan? How is a Fulani man a person from Bayelsan? How is Fulani man a Biafran? What connection has Fulani with a Biafran person? This is the lie they are peddling. It's not even a lie. You see, Fulanis, when they want to do something, they are doing it openly. They don't even hide it. Fulanis are pursuing their agenda openly without hiding it before your own very eyes. But you, that is from the southern part of Nigeria, the indigenous tribe, you are sleeping. You are sleeping. Even when they are coming to kill you, they tell you that they will come, and they come, and they kill you, and you will say anything. This is the situation of the country of Nigeria. Why Nigeria can never work. When you see Biafrans shouting on their platform, asking for a breakup, this is why we are asking for breakup. It is because of this reason that this very man has given, a sitting governor have given, governor of Bauchi State. That is why we don't want to be part of Nigeria. That Nigeria, Fulanis are not Nigerians. And they said it. He said that Fulanis are just Fulanis. Anywhere you see them, in Mauritania, in Mali, that is why you see a Fulani man, a Mauritanian. He's in charge of the Northern Forum, the spokesperson of Northern Forum. He's a Mauritanian. He is not even he's not a Nigerian, a Fulani man from Mauritania. He is the spokesperson for the Northern Forum. They want to take over the whole place by all means possible. A governor is telling you that they want to settle their people in Nigeria by all means possible. This is why you have to wake up, open up your eyes. In 2022, that is the last year they have to achieve their aim. That is the year they have to achieve their aim. Revelation have come that if possible for them, that they will go to declare war, because that is the only year they have. The late Muhammad Buhari have died, and their imposter have only that 1 year to achieve their aim. If they see that they cannot achieve their aim, they will unleash war in 2022. This is why you have to be awake. 2022 is not going to be easy. We will fight much more than ever. They have taken position everywhere you can think of. They have positioned themselves in our bushes. If not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so many of our Biafran brothers will be in ID camp today. So many of our Biafran people will be in IDP camp today. But because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he established the ESN, and the ESN begin to chase the Fulanis away from the bushes. They were not able to penetrate until the Janjaweed, until the Asorok begin to give them uniform to come like military to distract the ESN. They couldn't penetrate. They have taken over everywhere. And if you think it's a joke, if you think that what this man is saying is a joke, they have taken over. And I want to remind you about the revelation that somebody who is a security officer, who have killed for Nigeria, a security officer was courageous to come out and make testimony in their national television, still on the same channel television. Because of this very revelation, channel television was sanctioned. This man took the risk. a man who has killed for Nigeria, a man who is not supposed to be seen. He came and made a revelation. He told us that this very Fulani they are talking about, this very killer Fulanis, this very killer Fulanis, call them terrorists, call them Boko Haram, call them bandits, whatever you call them, they are in Asorok, they are in presidency, they are in the House of Assembly, they are in the House of Senate, they are governors, they are everywhere. You think it's a joke. To remind you that we are going into war, it is not a joking time. As we are going into 2022, we are going into more terrible times, to remind you what has happened. And those things have not changed. It is still the same. It has not changed. Let me play another video for you. A revelation that somebody made. A secret security officer in Channel Television. Let's watch.
It's not about sentiments. It's that there are a group of people in this country that feels that this country should be Islamized. This is a fact. I say you want me to start mentioning names of people in this government that we have interrogated. I was a member of an interrogation team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008 on the issue of Boko Haram. I interrogated him. He's in this government right now. And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because he was found culpable. But right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now. We've gone back to the time before 1966 now. And whoever is coming back to repair this country has a lot of work to do. This country has never been polarized, so we cannot run away from it. We have never been this much polarized. I'm a federal person. My mind is federal. My brain is federal. My loyalty is federal. I do things for the federal government. So I cannot come here and try to be sentimental. No, I'm a federal person.
So will your life be at risk now that they're hearing you?
I don't care. I don't care. And my colleagues, they know me. Those people that listen to me, they know me. I don't care. The issue is that this country is bigger than an individual. That is the issue. This country is bigger than individuals. Buhari will come and go. Eliminating me or killing me will not solve the problem and will not add value. But he will come and go. And somebody must come and repair the damage to the psyche of this society, the damage to the polarization, to the nepotism that I've never seen in my life. I work with all these presidents. This is the worst situation I've found myself. And believe me, internet does not forget. I was part of the people that helped to bring Buhari to government because I believe in him.
Have you worked with the government after that?
After
you helped bring the government?
Oh, of course, I worked with him. We brought him in 2015, and I work as the Deputy Director of Defense Administration. And we have a lot of hope in him. And we actually are ready to do anything for him. What he has turned out over the years is shocking to us. I was in Harvard in 2014, in December, when the Department of State Services and CIA and others were contemplating about Buhari and other aspirants. I know what we did to convince the American government that the only person that can come and put this country right is Buhari. That was before the Lagos, APC, before they chose within.
Right.
And that was how Tinubu came in. We know what we did, but what he has done in the past 6 years is shocking. It's unprecedented. And it should not be allowed to be swept under the carpet because the damage to the psyche of this country is monumental. We'll talk.
You have heard him. This is a reminder. This video was made this year. This video you are seeing was made this year, and the situation have not changed. The situation have not changed. You see why Nigeria would never work. This man that he's speaking to is an educated man, a senior officer, a secret agent in Nigerian government. These were the people who brought Muhammad Buhari into power. But ask me, why will a man that is so intelligent like that not know that Muhammad, he claimed to be a secret officer. He claimed to be an intelligence officer. Are you telling me that this idiot did not know that Muhammad Buhari is a monster? Are you telling me that this idiot did not know that Muhammad Buhari doesn't have anything in his brain? This man knew that Muhammad Buhari have run the country down before when he was in the military. Muhammad Buhari has been so nepotic. He has been so nepotistic even when he was in the military. This idiot knew. Yet, he was among those who was fighting for Muhammad Buhari to become the president of Nigeria. He is not even ashamed of saying it. He is not even ashamed of saying it. Everything that he is revealing here now about the situation of Nigeria, that Nigeria is irredeemable, everything he is exposing now, he is one of those who brought Muhammad Buhari into power. The late Muhammad Buhari, they were the one that brought him into power. Are you telling me that these people didn't know who Muhammad Buhari is? Who was? They didn't know who Muhammad Buhari was. Muhammad Buhari, whom when he was in the military, when he ran Nigeria with Idiabo, you saw what they did in Nigeria. Nigeria almost went bankrupt. The nepotistic system was still there. He arrested people in the north and he left them in their home. Meanwhile, people in the south, he arrested them and threw them into the jungle. He kept Shagari under house arrest and he took Ekweme and locked Ekweme in Krikri. Ambrose Ali died in the hand of Muhammad Buhari. All the good governors during that very time, Muhammad Buhari run government during the military regime. All the good governors, Muhammad Buhari imprisoned all of them. Are you telling me that this idiot who claimed to be educated did not read his own book? These are the kind of people we have in Nigeria. Educated illiterates. That is why you see even professors in Nigeria, they were the people that came together to bring this evil today. This man today who is playing the script of the Janjaweed, who has made it possible for it to be compulsory. The breakup of Nigeria have not become compulsory and much open than ever. Educated people who claim to be professors, engineers, doctors, they came together to bring an imposter, a man that has never achieved anything by himself. Muhammad Buhari has never achieved anything for himself. But because of quota system, these people came together. Knowing a man that is incompetent, they brought their man and forced him to Nigeria. Today, he's the one reporting and crying. Today, he is the one reporting and crying. People who claim to be educated, name them. Obieze Kwesili. Obieze Kwesili, do you hear from her today? She is a Biafran. Obieze Kwesili was one of those that was supporting Buhari. Supported Buhari to come into power. Are you telling me that Obieze Kwesili, with all her education, with everything in her brain, she didn't know that Buhari is incapable? She didn't know that when Buhari was in governance, Buhari didn't do anything well. She didn't know that after Buhari was overthrown by Babangida, Buhari never went back to school to improve himself. Buhari has never opened any company. Buhari has never opened any business. Buhari was still rearing cow after he was overthrown by Babangida. Yet, an educated woman like Obieze Kwesili supported. Somebody like Wolose Yinka even supported. So many other professors in Nigeria supported. So many professors and doctors in Nigeria who claim to have brain supported a man who has never improved himself in any way. There is never a record anywhere where they say when after Buhari was overthrown that he went back to school to improve himself. He never went back to school. He never went back to school. They knew that this man stole money during the PDF or whatever they call it. They knew that this man is a criminal. Yet, all of them came together and painted them with Mr. Integrity because of the agenda of the caliphate. They were being confused because of the agenda of the caliphate. Agenda of the caliphate to make sure that the caliphate continue to rule. Look at this man saying, they went to UK. When they were having their meeting with CIA, He is telling you that he knew how he tried to confuse the CIA that Buhari should be the person to run Nigeria, that he can do something better. This is how you know that Nigeria is not a country, but a company. This man is revealing how they went outside the country to go and decide who would be the president. And he was one of those who was pointing out that Muhammadu Buhari should be the person to run Nigeria. This is the kind of people you have. This is kind of, he's telling you that he has killed for Nigeria. He done everything, but today he is crying, shouting out. He's now talking about nepotism, something he knew that this is the antecedent of Muhammadu Buhari. He knew very well. But yet, because of selfish interest, because of the agenda of the caliphate, because the Sultan of Sokoto says what happens, all of them came out and supported it. Today, look at what is happening. Has it not become clear now that the only way is a breakup? The only thing that will save this contraption is a breakup. This very video was made in this year, few months ago. This very video I played now was made this very year. You can go and play the full interview. What a full interview. You see revelation that this man have made. You see important revelation that this man made about the security of Nigeria. How nepotistic Nigeria have become. The partiality in Nigeria, the injustice in Nigeria. This very man revealed all of them in this very interview. Go and watch the interview in Channel Television. Watch the full interview. Has the situation changed? That is the most important thing I want to remind you. The situation has not changed. That very thing that this man is crying about, reporting about, is still happening even as I'm speaking to you now. For some of you who are celebrating, who are jubilating, who are drinking themselves to stupor, celebrating their New Year and Christmas, prepare yourself for what is about to come in 2022. The problem has not ended. It will only increase. It has not ended. Nigeria is not one and can never, ever be one. It doesn't matter how you try. The problem cannot go away by your wishful thinking. The problem cannot go away by saying, what if you, by wishing, you're just wishing. You're just wishing that you close your eyes and open your eyes, the problem will go away. You just wish that after celebrating Christmas, your problem will go away. You wish that after drinking yourself to stupor, the problem will go away. The problem will never go away. As you are empowering the Janjaweed by buying their cow, celebrating, they are preparing themselves, buying more AK-47 to come for attack. The problem has not changed. The problem remains the same. And if you think it's a lie, I am going to play another video for you to tell you this video is a recent video, a few days ago, to tell you the situation of the country, that it has not getting better. It is worse and worse, and will continue to get worse. Let me tell you, if you are a survivor today, thank your star, but you are not sure if you're going to be the survivor tomorrow. Those who are dead today, they were survivors yesterday. Some people who died yesterday were survivors the day before yesterday. And some of us who are survivors today will be dead tomorrow. With the nature of things in Nigeria, that is the situation. It is the truth and nothing but the truth. So while you are celebrating and drinking yourself to stupor, prepare for 2022. Prepare. There is more reason why you should wake up and ask for the breakup of the contraption, and also prepare yourself. Ask for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are scared of him. May calling the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, may know him for the awareness. If Janja will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is outside, may know him that he's outside, they will have a rethink. The only thing that can bring your freedom, the coming of Biafra, is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you will get it through civil disobedience, the one that had never been seen before in 2022. The situation you have seen that they are complaining about, the insecurity have not changed. The killing of the herdsmen have not changed. The headers, they are still killing people. They are still killing. Fulani herdsmen are still killing. Boko Haram are still taking over in the north. Nothing has changed. Nothing. You see the conventional media pretending, playing everything low. It has gotten worse. And I want to play for you a recent video to tell you the real situation of things presently. Let's watch.
You have ways of chronicling things. From that period we spoke last year, it was on Sunday Politics, coincidentally, to this moment, has anything changed for you in the area of security, or do I say insecurity?
Well, it's fairly obvious. Things have gotten worse in terms of, for example, last year, there were a number of local governments under control of bandits in Sokoto, for example. Just being specific. Last year, we didn't have series of attacks on the Abuja Kaduna Road with the kind of frequency and the kind of gravity that we saw in the last 1-2 months. You can go on in Katsina, the number of local governments now that are being lost to bandits is increasing. Kaita, 2 days ago, was under attack. And Kaita is barely some 15 or so kilometers, from Katsina itself. So, I mean, you can go on and on and on. It's very obvious. And listening to that kind of statement that these government issues really sounds very insulting to the citizens. Because the government is basically telling us that it is insensitive, it is incompetent, and it is irresponsible. Look at the gravity of the scale, and you are belittling what is happening, and you are talking as if things are getting better, and doing so very casually. People are crying. People are I mean, blood is flowing. Everybody is worried. People don't sleep. And look at this, and then the president say, and its aides are just like jollying, and as if these things are just some kind of fairy tales. This is really incredible, Kaidi.
Just to put it in context, Dr. Bugadri, the president's Christmas message, if we could just put that up, the part where he talked about courageous security forces bolstered by the necessary support from this administration daily confront the wicked ones amongst us who continue to threaten the peace of the land. So that's a part. Is that the part you reference as being insensitive?
This is completely out of touch with the reality. Where is the support for the courageous army? Where is it? We haven't seen it. And if it is, we should see it on the ground. The taste of pudding, they said, is in the eating. Let's see it on the ground. Let us see them retrieving those local governments that have been lost. Let us see it, in the roads becoming securer. Let us see it in the number of attacks, going down. You just reported what happened in Maiduguri, despite the fact that the president was there. Aren't you yourself seeing that things are really getting worse? So all this grammar, I mean, somebody just sits down and crafts these speeches, and the president just reads them out. I'm not sure he is fully briefed, or if he is not, it's his responsibility to know exactly what is happening. And you can see what is happening. When people are being killed in scores, people are being burnt alive, they are busy doing ceremonies, all sorts of ceremonies. Is this the way to show that government is serious about security? Please.
Right. So the president's visit, for one, I mean, it was meant to be some sort of moral booster for...
You heard it. Have you seen it? That is a man from the north. That is somebody from the north complaining, telling you about the situation. The situation have gotten worse. It has never changed. So while you are celebrating, jumping up from pillar to pole in the southern part of Nigeria, prepare for what is coming in 2022. When we are saying that you don't celebrate, don't engage yourself in any celebration, any merriment, it is not the time to celebrate. Your Bible says that there is time for everything. The time that we are in is the time to prepare for war. It is not a time for merriment. There is time for everything. Christmas will always come and go. It will always come and go. When we are shouting and calling, people still continue on what they are doing. So many of you engage in empowering this very janjaweed. Each time you buy a cow or Fulani goat or whatever, each time you buy anything from Fulani, you are giving them more money to go and purchase AK-47 to kill you. That is the obvious truth. Each time you pay your revenue to your local government, state government, federal government, you are empowering the Janjaweed in uniform to come and kill you. And they will definitely kill you. That is why we are asking for civil disobedience. When we say sit at home on Sunday and Monday, it doesn't matter what they're celebrating. Don't engage yourself in any celebration. Wherever they are calling their party, don't engage yourself. Don't engage yourself. There is war at hand. Don't lose focus. I played these videos. Check all the videos I play. Let her go and replay it again. Share the video to all platforms. Share the video to everywhere you belong. Share it to family and friends. People should pay attention on what is happening. 2022 is not a joking year. It's the final year that the Janjaweed have to achieve their aim. And the Fulani herdsmen are still there, waiting. They have not gone. Fulani herdsmen are still killing. Boko Haram have taken over. They are still killing. Nothing have changed. Things have gotten worse. You cannot hear this message in your conventional media. Never. Nobody is going to tell you this in your conventional media. You will only hear it from social media, in a platform like mine and other platforms also. Are you still going to continue to engage yourself in gossip? Are you still going to continue to engage yourself in blackmailing instead of preparing yourself for what is coming? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in captivity as I'm speaking with you. You think it's something to be playing about? You are busy enjoying yourself, gallivanting, jumping from pillar to pole. The man that is suffering and speaking for you, the man who is standing for you, the man whom the Janjaweed will hear his name and they will be frightened. They are holding him captivity in DSS. They are punishing him and torturing him. Even as you are watching me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through torture. How are we going to release him? When we prefer a solution, you will say you don't want it and you don't have anything to offer. We call for sit at home on Monday, you don't want to participate. We call on Sunday, you don't want to participate. We say hold back your revenue, you don't want it. What do you want? What is the way forward? How are you going to make sure that the symbol of justice, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is released? How are you going to make sure that your freedom is being retrieved? How are you going to make sure that your voice is being heard? How? For faithful Biafrans, for lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and good followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, civil disobedience is the only weapon. Civil disobedience through sit at home on Sunday of Monday. We have already achieved the lot by only Monday sit at home. Monday sit at home have achieved the lot. It have achieved the lot. If you say you don't know what you have achieved through Monday sit at home, that means you are a deceiver. You are one of the monsters. If you say you don't know what you have achieved through sit at home, that means you are one of the monsters. You are one of the people who are making sure that the people do not survive, and you yourself will not go free. 2022 will take you out. If you're one of those pretending that the sit at home on Sunday or Monday will not be effective, you are deceiving yourself. And those of you who are preaching and saying that sit at home on Sunday is a fight against Christianity, you are mad. You are mad. Sit at home on Sunday is not a fight against Christianity. It's a fight for Christianity. It's a fight to restore Christianity. Sit at home on Sunday instead is a fight for Christ. It's not a fight against Christ. It's a fight for Christianity. Because Christianity have derailed. People who are supposed to be fighting for the ordinary people are not fighting for that people. They are preaching the wrong message. They are preaching for the wrong message. The Bible says that those who worship God will worship him in truth and in spirit. Those who worship God will worship him in truth and in spirit. He didn't say those who worship God will worship him in church and the pinnacles. He didn't say that those who worship God will worship him in church and in mosque. He didn't say that those who worship God will worship him in church and in shrine. No. Those who worship the true God will worship him in truth and in spirit. That is how you worship God, in truth and in spirit. And if you are not truthful, your pastor is not truthful, your reverend is not truthful, your imam is not truthful, your native daughter is not truthful, all of them are worshiping God and not worshiping God. They are worshiping themselves. Go and check what they are doing. How are they standing for the poor? Christ stood for the poor, fought for the poor, and fed the poor. How are they standing for the poor? The people who are being killed in Nigeria today mainly are Christians. How many times have Christians hold a rally against killing of Christians? Almost the Christians in Kaduna have been wiped away. In Plateau State, the same thing. Christians are suffering the most greatest persecution in the country of Nigeria. How many people are fighting for them? None. None. Even Khan cannot stand up. Our brother Obadiah Melafia, who came and called for 1 week sit at home for Christians. Our brother, late Obadiah Melafia of blessed memory, may his soul rest in peace, came out and called all Christians to sit at home for 7 good days to air their opinion and let the world know that they are facing the most tragic time in Nigeria. Instead of Khan supporting it, instead of your pastor supporting it, they demonize it. Don't be surprised that we are even the people that we are used to kill Obadiah Melafia. Today, Obadiah Melafia is late. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is remembering him. Nobody's talking about him. People are talking about their business as this, everything is okay. But everything that he's talked about is happening. Killing have been testified. Today, they are even going into church to kidnap people. They have even issued threat to church, tell church to shut down, do not celebrate. And yet, you are going about your business as if it's okay. Everything is not okay. And it will testify. Prepare yourself for 2022. It is not a joke. If you think that the trouble is only in the north, it is not only in the north. If you don't know that there are IDP camps in the southern part of Nigeria, there are. People in the southwest are in IDP camp in Benin Republic. They are in Benin Republic up to today. They have not come back. Even in Edo State of all people, people are in IDP camp in Edo State. If you think it's a joke, I will play a video to show you IDP camp in Edo State, what is happening. That everything is terrible. It is not only in the north. In the southern part of Nigeria, people are in IDP camp. Watch this video.
We have just arrived at the International Christian Center, the home for the needy, located at Ohogwa, in the outskirts of Benin City, Edo State capital. For the internally displaced persons here, even though it's Christmas Day, the mood is a bit tamed compared to the past. Quite a number of them are in a prayer and worship session. Not much is going on in the kitchen today. The only available health care center has a number of patients who are a bit under the weather. The center is just managing to pull through. It's not all doom and gloom here. These two are undergraduates. However, they say they require interventions that will make young IDPs enjoy Christmas like other Nigerian children.
We are supposed to have support and help like other children so that we can feel happy too. But currently nothing was done and no support we have received.
Everywhere you go all over the world, you see people are celebrating, see they putting on new clothes, they are eating good food. But if you go around, you see the kind of food the children are eating, they are not putting new clothes. So we want those individuals, the government and others to come and help us so that they can have the opportunity to celebrate like other children.
The coordinator of the center says more work is required to be done.
Now they remember how it was for them when they were in their places. They tell me today is a day of singing and dancing, eating, drinking and all that. But it's no more like that for them. So I want to appeal to everyone in the world to remember that there are innocent citizens of the world that are here. They need food.
There are 2,730,000 internally displaced persons in Nigeria. That's according to Internal Displacement Monitoring Center. The job that needs to be done on these Nigerians who have become IDPs by virtue of violence and conflict within their states of origin is enormous. From the International Christian Center Home for the Needy, Osaze Obaze Channels Television News.
Did you see that? You saw that? That is IDP camp in southern part of Nigeria, Edo State to be precise. You think it's only in the north? Edo State, IDP camp in Edo State. And you had the presenter right. 2 million plus IDP. 2 million plus are in IDP camp in that country called Nigeria. A country that you're telling me that not in a state of war. That one is Edo State of all people. Edo State, people in IDP camp. As you are celebrating Christmas, you are celebrating, you are jumping up and down, talking about Christmas. Some people are in IDP camp, in Edo State of all people. Edo State, you saw them, you saw the video. People in IDP camp, people driven away from their own home by Fulani herdsmen. By Fulani herdsmen, they are driven away and they can't go back. They can't go back. And nobody is talking about it. Those people have a land where they come back from. They have their own land where they come from. In Edo State, they can't return to that land. They are in IDP camp. Edo of all people. They are in IDP camp in Edo State. They can't return to their land. They have their own land. Indigenous people. Fulani have taken over that area, and the government is doing anything. Not doing anything. Government is not doing anything to return them back to their homes. It is going to intensify. And the only thing that will solve this problem, the only thing that will solve the problem you are seeing is a breakup. Nigeria is not one and can never ever be one. Nigeria is not one and can never be one. The more you are trying to force Nigeria to be one, the more you are killing people. Break it up to save life. The more you are bringing people and forcing them together, the more you are killing them. We are different tribes. There are different nations that we are forcing into Nigeria. And until you break it up and all those nations go their separate way, Nigeria will never know peace. More people are going to die. More people will die. Even in 2022, as you're going to do, more people will die. Prepare for yourself for what is coming. If you don't know the reason why you should ask for breakup, this is the reason why you have to break up. We are not the same people. Nigeria is not one. There are different nations that are forced together by force. By force, not willingly. They were forced together. That is why our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for referendum. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for self-determination for every indigenous tribe, not only for Biafrans. Self-determination for every indigenous tribe. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pursuing self-determination for Biafran people, and it will affect every other indigenous tribe. That is why he's calling for referendum. Give us referendum. Let us decide our fate, where we belong. Oduduwa people are asking for the same. Middle Belters are asking for the, why won't they ask for this, give referendum? Let the people decide their fate. And I want you to hear directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to show a short broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that you can hear directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu why we cannot be together, why Nigeria must break up, why Nigeria has to be broken up. I want you to hear directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we are not the same. We are different people.
They say so I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of you are not educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we were born, where our umbilical cord, how long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou, go to Yaoundé in Cameroon. Everybody living in the capital cities of Africa, they go back to their villages. They go back to their tribes where they come from. Do they do that in the Western world? During Christmas, these people migrating from, oh, I come from Florida, I'm going to Florida. No, you don't. Because people come from where they are born. We come from where our ancestors were born. That is the difference between black people in Africa and those from Europe and other parts of the world. We come from, so if you ask somebody, where do you come from? He or she will mention their village. That is what makes us Africans. It's very, very unique. If you destroy that, you're finished as a people. In Africa, we are tribal. First and foremost, we belong to our tribe where we come from. That is why our people need to appreciate this. Very, very critical. That Africa is restructured to recognize where people come from. All these artificial creations by Europeans, Nigeria, this and that, all that rubbish. That is why you can never ever make any progress for the next 6 billion years. You can never ever make any progress in the zoo. Why is it, if we are not tribal, why would a whole presidency come out, Fulani presidency come out and say, we are defending Fulani headsmen? A presidency of the whole of Nigeria, so to speak. It is because by instinct, we are tribal beings in Africa. That is why Nigeria is unsustainable. That is why the man from Ishekiri has to vote to say, this is where I want to belong to. That is why referendum is the only way forward. That is why Africa is poor. Africans must recognize that this is who we are. You cannot live in Lagos if you're an Igbo man. During Christmas, you start traveling to Sokoto. It's impossible. You must go to Igbo land. You must. That's where you come from. And if they ask you, oh, but you were born in Lagos, you will say, no, that's where my parents come from. They ask your parents will say, that's where my parents come from. They will keep going back until they get to perhaps the 100th generation. That is who we are. And nobody can change it. We are not born on the streets. Some people were born along Ijora or Kota Highway in Lagos. Maybe they are from Urobo. You ask them, where are you from? They say, I'm from Urobo. But I was born in, but this is where I come from. That is who we are. That is why all these useless, idiotic countries created in Africa cannot survive. It can never ever survive. And how do we stop it? Only a revolution can stop it. Only a revolution. If you like, keep postponing it. If you like, keep putting it off forever and ever. Only a revolution can solve this very problem, because under a revolution, the powers that be, those that be making your life a misery, will be overthrown. Nobody will say it's a coup anymore. It is called popular.
You have had it. You have had it directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't have anything to say anymore. I don't have anything to add to it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as always, each time he speaks, he goes directly to the point. That is why they are afraid of him. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide all of us and give us the knowledge to continue to pursue the struggle, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid the foundation. May Chukwu Okike Abiama give us the grace to continue to follow that foundation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have led and never derail. May Chukwu Okike Abiama give us that strength to walk into the 2022, knowing that which is right and pursue that which is right. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will strengthen every Biafran wherever you are. Every hand that have shared this video, wherever you are, Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to strengthen you. Every hand that have shared this video, you will see 2022 and above 2022. You will see the end of 2022. 2022 will not see your end. Everyone that have shared this video, wherever you are, watching me, anybody that is watching me, 2022, you are going to survive it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it all. The only solution is a breakup, and we will continue to chase that breakup. In 2022, we will talk more, we will speak more. Anything you want to do to make sure that Biafra comes, you will do it more. Increase the force, increase the tension. Do not play it low. Increase the tension. If you are praying, you're going to pray more. If you are protesting, you're going to protest more. Sitting at home, we will sit at home more. Civil disobedience, we will increase it. Fighting, we will fight more. Anything you are doing in 2022, it has to increase. In 2022, as it is coming, we will prepare for what is coming. More trouble is coming on the way. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to strengthen every Biafran, every Oduduwa wherever you are. May Chukwu Okike continue to protect Sunday Igboho wherever he is. May Chukwu Okike continue to protect our Sudan Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, secure him, give him security wherever he is. Very soon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will join us. No man born of a woman can stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from coming out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will definitely join us very soon. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter what they do. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you so much for joining me wherever you are joining me from. And remember, blessed. We will see you in 2022. See you in 2022. This is my last broadcast in 2021. See you in 2022. And in 2022, the struggle continues. And our victory is sure. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released unconditionally very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, blessed.